Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlotte and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to do something a little interesting. I was watching Super Ray Dizzle here on YouTube and she had unboxed some gouache that was kind of like a jelly gouache. And so I decided to purchase it, so let's go ahead and open it. So I went ahead and ripped open the package and took it out. And so it looks like we have an art print, maybe. It doesn't say who the artist is, but I'm guessing this is what you can do with this paint. So that's kind of cool. And then this is just about, this is just about like, buying on Amazon and having it shipped, and if there's any questions or anything, you can contact them. All right, let's get to opening it. So I don't know if this is Himi or Himi, but a lot of people got the pink one and I decided to get the green one because I like the way the green one looks. And so yeah, it kind of feels like an ice tray, and it kind of looks like an ice tray. A little dirty here and there, but that's okay. What matters is the paint. It says 18 colors, and then it says gouache, but gouache is crossed out, so that's kind of interesting. So let's open it. Dang, this is like hard to open. There we go. Alright, so the top just comes off and it's attached by these little things right here. And then here we have something to mix the paint on, so that's pretty cool. It's like a little palette. And then here are the paints. So I think these are very interesting. They're in like a weird kind of package. It does kind of look like ice cubes. Like if you were done with the paint, you could use this as like an ice cube tray. That's kind of funny. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them all out of the packaging, take the lid off, and then we'll go ahead and get some swatches done and kind of see how this paint works. So what I'm also noticing is the fact that some of them have a 7, it looks like, and some of them have an 8. So I'm not sure what the correlation is between them. So I just thought I would point that out before I throw away the tops of them. So I definitely want to point out that these paints are seriously messy. I was just opening them and look at that. It's just a complete mess. But they look really pretty. And so I'm kind of really excited to try these. I normally paint in gouache. Like all of these are done in gouache. And so it's kind of my favorite medium, so let's see if they do perform like a gouache. If you don't know what gouache is, it is basically like an acrylic and a watercolor. So it has the opacity of an acrylic paint with the same type of water activation like a watercolor. It's kind of why I like it a lot more than just picking one or the other, because it works as both. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to swatch them on some watercolor paper and see how they look. They don't have any color names, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to label them. I might just do a paper where it's just the same length as it. So yeah, I'm going to swatch these out and then we'll figure out what we're going to draw. will say that I like overall how the colors came out. A lot of colors are really pretty. They are true to what you see in the container. Sometimes some gouache, it will dry lighter, sometimes it will dry darker, but this looks really true to the colors that are inside of. So that's a good sign. I'm used to tubes, so this is the brand that I use. They're a really good brand. I love their consistency and their paint, and this is normally what I'm used to, and I put it on a palette. I usually put it on a palette, and this is some paint that I had mixed, and since I use these colors a lot, I had made a little bit, and when it dries you can still activate it with water, so then that way you can still use it. With this, it's a little bit harder because I don't know how fast it's gonna dry, so that way I can just keep dipping into it. It seems like if I were to jiggle it around, it won't move, so that's good, but you're still gonna want to keep it upright. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with it, and I have to think about what I want to paint with these colors. I decided to paint Dany because I'm seriously missing Game of Thrones. I just finished all the seasons not too long ago, and yeah, I'm just hooked. I really miss it a lot, and I'm going to try and buy all of the seasons on DVD so I can keep watching them. But that was the whole reason I wanted to paint Dany, because she was my favorite character. Although I will say Arya is a close second. She's a total badass, but I just really like Dany, and of course Jon Snow. Those were my three favorite characters. So I had recorded the drawing and sketch and inking, but something happened with the video and it didn't look good, so I just made a decision to not put it into the video. When deciding how to do the background, I wanted to make it kind of look like dragon fire behind her, so I stuck with the yellow and the orange and the red and just blended them together. Before I give my final thoughts, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be using this dragonfly glaze, and it kind of gives it a little sparkle. So what I'm going to do is, because it's dragon glaze, I'm going to put it on the background of the painting, and then yeah, we should be done after that. There we have it. We have Daenerys, and she came out pretty good. I'm still working on my characters, but I definitely like how she came out. As you can see, she has kind of that dragon glaze. It's not exactly glitter, it's more like shimmer. The gouache itself is actually really good. It did dry up just a little bit, but if you just go underneath that layer, then there is the softness texture that there was. Let me go ahead and show you. As you can see, it did dry up, but that's okay because that's actually how I like it. I find it easier to dip into rather than it just be a big glob. You can kind of just like go on the top. I will say opening it up was pretty messy. I was able to get a lot of the paint off, but it was all over my hands. Mixing it was really good. I didn't have any problems with it. Some parts do look a little bit patchy, but I do think that that might just be my fault the way that I did it. I mixed everything right on here. The good thing about gouache is you don't need a lot of it to do a whole art piece. This is a 3x3, so I only used little bits of the paint, and a little bit does go a long way. So that is also why I like it. I think overall I really like this paint, and I'm really glad that I bought it. It works really good. It was a reasonable price. I'll go ahead and list it down below where you can get it. I'm really overall happy with everything, and I'll post most pictures on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on there, I'll leave that link down below so that way you can follow me. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know every time that I post a video. And be sure to check out the links down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.